Hi everyone, myself Dr. Hazari Naresh, working as an assistant professor in Mechanical Engineering Department, VNR VJEC. Today I am going to explain about kinematics of machinery subject. Okay, so here first I am going to divide some topics. So first one is introduction, then some mechanisms and machines, then innovations. So first I am going to introduce about what is kinematics of machinery. Is it important for mechanical engineering? That we are going to study. First, my topic is introduction to kinematics of machinery. First, before entering itself, here first we have to know theory of machines. It consists of two parts. One is theory, other one is machines. So here nowadays we are seeing all our machines, some mechanisms. Now what is the theory behind it, how it is going to work, that we are going to learn with this subject, theory of machines. Here this subject is nothing but theory of machine. It is defined as a branch of engineering science. Generally we say here the main thing is it is study the relative motion between the various parts of the machine. That we are going to learn about this theory of machines. So we are going to learn about this machine theory. Now here the knowledge of this subject is very essential for an engineer, because of nowadays we are going to design some machines. Before design means there is some soft skills is required, like we are going to design means we are going to create some model and we are going to simulate, we are going to analysis. So there are many cases of them. Here what are the things that we are going to require to learn the machines? Now the purpose of this subject, so to analyze the design mechanical systems and components that involves motion and power transmissions. So here motions as well as power transmissions such as gears, cams, flywheels, clutch, brakes, there are many cases. To know this, we are going to learn this theory of machines. In this theory of machines, let's say few parts like aeroplanes, okay, cars, some mechanisms, pedal mechanisms, or even though if you're going to consider in homemade, like home appliances, grinder, okay, and fan, there are many cases are there. Now next, in this theory of machines, what exactly is there? There are the two parts, statics and dynamics. First, the statics, namely itself statics, there is a no motions. Now here there is a branch of theory of machines which deals with forces and their effects. Here part is force and their effects while bodies are in rest. These two parts were focused. Statics means here also we are going to deal about forces and their effects, how the forces are going to transmit from one part to the another part with the help of various links or some means. Here the thing is that when the bodies are in rest motions. And normally we are going to consider example of links, structures, mechanisms, okay, velocities and acceleration diagrams, cams and follows. These are interlinked, one interlinked to another. Here the basic thing is statics. We saw in first we are going to consider in static mode. Power transmission devices, steering, these are in static mode. Let's consider structures. Now here, okay, there is a lift mechanism and like a human skeleton, okay, it is structure. Here it is a cycle. These are the few examples. In the startings, we are going to discuss about the links, pairs, kinematic chains, mechanisms, machines. Okay, this is also one of the example. Next, dynamics. Here it is dynamics, the same bodies which are deals with forces and their effects. The thing is that when the bodies are in motion, the bodies are in motion. Now motion means what are the motions? For example, let's see car. Car is a static, well the car is in standing position. Okay, what are the different forces are acting on the tire and various elements. When the car is in running condition, it is comes under the dynamic condition, like where we are going to wheels are running and steering we are going to operate brakes, clutches. There are many parts are there. For those we are going to deal with this dynamics. In this dynamics, again there are the two parts. Let's take first one is kinematics. Here exactly we are there. Now here the only one thing is same bodies are in motion. Thing is that without taking account of the forces. Here we are not going to consider any kind of forces. Like just we are going to analyze some velocity and acceleration diagram. Okay, just we are going to find velocity and acceleration of a moving part. And let us consider cam and follower. Cam and follower. What is the motion of this cam and follower? There are various motions are there. Okay, simple harmonic motion, uniform velocity acceleration motion, cyclic motions. Okay, here motions we are not considering any forces. Next, straight line motions. What is straight line? How we are going to produce straight lines, like exact straight line motion mechanism, approximate straight line motion mechanism. So this will deal about this kinematics. Let's see. Here we are going to consider in this case velocity acceleration diagram. Okay, here it's a motion, how it's transmitting motion. Again here cam and follower. Okay, next part is kinetics. It's a next part. Here we are going to consider the bodies are in deals with bodies in motion due to application of force. Here we are going to consider the application of force. Means we are going to apply some kind of force. Means force means not only applied force, there are many forces are there. Here the inertia, centrifugal, centripetal, gyroscopic, unbalanced, orbital forces. Like these type of forces are acting on this particular object. At that time we are going to study the kinetics. Now here we are going to learn this kinematics of machinery. Okay, in extension to that, after learning this we are going to move to the dynamics. This entire part is called as a dynamics of machinery. Means it is next to this kinematics. So here we are going to learn this kinetics as well as kinematics. Here we are going to consider all the kind of forces. So dynamics of machinery, a branch of the theory of machines that studies the motion of machines and mechanism. Here exactly machines and mechanism. Next part is taking into the account the forces acting on them. Here the combination of forces as kinetics and kinematics without consideration of forces and consideration of the forces. Now when the bodies are in motion without consideration of the forces means it is kinetics. If you are going to consider some kind of forces, then it comes to the complete kinetics. Means when we are going to consider both, then it is total dynamics of machinery. Here the combined forces, example applied force, tension force, normal force, frictional force, gyroscopic force, unbalanced force, vibrative force, many forces. Okay, this is complete dynamics of machinery. Now we are going to study about this kinematics of machinery, where we are going to learn what are the links, what is the elements, what is pairs, what is chains, what is machines, what is mechanisms, what is inversions. This everything we are going to learn in this kinetics. Okay, here few examples are there, some structures, some robot machines. Okay, here some JCB, here is a structure. Here we are going to analyze, we are going to simulate what are the different forces are developed and what is its deformation, up to what forces it will going to extend. Everything we are going to analyze here. Thank you.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe VNR Digital Learning Resource YouTube channel.